Welcome back to Arena the Contest here. It's Flanks06 again. We're actually in the last match of the Swiss style rounds. Uh, and then we will be moving to the finals of the tournament. So that's pretty exciting. So I have a couple announcements that I want to bring up real quick. So match 11, I'm calling this one match 11, but there was supposed to be one more match before this one. Sadly, had to get canceled. One of the members had some personal things going on. He just wasn't going to be able to make it, and this is already after we've had a couple um, reschedules already, so we're not gonna have enough time to do that last match, which was between Tiger Halsey and Kyoto. So so we've already assigned points to the winner, and like the tournament rules say, and so that just won't happen. So this will be the last one for the regular rounds. Also note, I got a message from Alex with a shipping container picture or shipping boxes picture that I posted in Discord, and basically they're saying they're just waiting on the shipping containers. So that's exciting. So hopefully, maybe a couple more weeks, maybe it'll show up and they'll be able to start sending Wave One out. Also, along with that, I got to talk to Alex about prize because before, when I was trying to come up with something for a prize for doing this tournament, I couldn't really think of too much other than maybe like a Discord role or something like that. But he says they're going to include the winner in the Tenaris Adventures rulebook and website under the first PvP tournament winners. So
Nice. Pretty
that's
awesome.
yeah, so that's pretty cool. At least kind of get in the rulebook as somebody that's started the community and the competitive scene. Then let's see, match changes for finals. Yeah, so one thing I wanted to talk about real quick is so the finals is going to be March 20th, and I'm thinking right now it's going to be at 4 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. And so that will kind of open up the possibility for some other time zones to be able to watch at least some of the content, and that will include um, the positions for three and four, fourth position for the tournament, and then after that we'll take a short break, and then we'll do the final match, which will be for first and second place. So that will be just next week, next Saturday, March 20th. So definitely be sure to check it out. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. Check out my social media because usually I post updates on what's going on there. And make sure to share this with other people too. I think it'd be really great if we could get a huge group of people to watch at least the finals. Should be pretty fun. Then lastly, so for changes, we're talking about um, the final match being a different map than the standard PvP map. Another thing is we're going to be doing hero bans. There's a set of rules in the tournament rulebook that allows players to ban certain heroes. So we'll probably be doing that for the final matches to just kind of make things a little more interesting. And still unsure if we want to do artifacts or anything else, but I think at least those two for sure we'll be doing. But as we get closer, we'll figure out those last details. But I think that's it. Code. So tonight's match is Code here versus Priest. Both players are currently 2-0, so should be a pretty good match. Code here is player red and Priest is player blue. And yeah, I think so. We're ready. So you guys can both roll and see who goes first. 18. Ooh, strong roll right there.
Got to get them all out of my system quick.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So Priest is going to be selecting first.
Um, choose Cedric.
Cedric. All right. All right. Priest, or Code, you're up next. So Code here, or Priest going
Oh
with
boy,
Cedric. Good strong brute that has quite a bit of potential
I
once
can't
he gets
do
low
the
in
whole
health.
solar.
Once he gets into
I'm
that
trying to take rank
35
here.
hit
There
point
we go.
zone. All right, rank here. Very consistent hero with Dragon Blood, getting that Bless and Searing Vengeance. Even if he misses, the target takes 10 residual instead of 5.
Um,
That will definitely be very
take Tirana.
helpful for Code's chances. All right, we got Jirana, the tank, the super tank, really. Lightning reflexes, which we've seen a couple times. And then, of course, that Thunderous Charge doing pretty massive damage and running across the battlefield. Ooh, another runner. We got the Minotaur. Ooh, that's one of my personal faves there. Ooh, Averlum. Dang, both players looks like they're so 3 very high damage characters here. Uh, Consistent damage, I'd say, from Dragon Avenger. Minotaur is very high damage. Jade going with a little bit of support with Inspire Greatness and getting a res and getting good decent heal. On the other
All
side, we got
right.
Tarim here, getting that interrupt and a very strong heal and permanent effect with Divine Grace. And last one here, we got Juliet, the Ice Sorceress. So I forgot to press the clock at the beginning, so I'll let that run a little bit since I forgot to press it earlier.
All right.
And I'll help you guys try to get ready here. Place your tokens. All right, so pretty interesting. So Juliet here, with her icy wind, some good chances of getting some strikes and being able to spread out some damage.
Cool to pick heroic actions now.
Yep, go ahead. And then Rankier, of course, being able to get that consistent damage and the ability, like Mark of Death. If he misses, he still gets to do it again, which is an amazing ability. And that's not even counting if he does hit, which is 25 damage, which is pretty massive right there. Then for Priest here, so we got Tarim, Averlum, Jirana, and Cedric. So pretty 3 strong powerhouse characters on the left. And then Tarim, of course, here, who is by points is probably the strongest healing, but his Miracle and Divine Grace are both pretty decent abilities. Miracle isn't as strong as some of the other interrupts, but having that potential is really nice. And then, of course, Sanctuary at least getting some damage out there and making ally immune to new effects.
Code, I can help get your cards laid out.
Sure.
Oh man, I love that. Just sportsmanship there. Love it. I love how it keeps falling through the table.
Yeah, I know. Every single one, the last card in the stack, it falls through the table, and I have to wait a few seconds for it to reappear.
Yeah, that happens. Okay, so you guys, I think you already picked your heroic actions. Is that correct?
Sure did.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so roll the dice, and we will figure out who will be selecting if they're placing first or they're making their opponent place first.
8.
8.
Oh,
Oh, on.
Get those ones out now.
Yeah,
yep.
that. Sure hope so.
Right.
All right. So
I'll
what do you want to do?
place first.
Okay.
Put Cedric right here. Right there.
All right. So Cedric going in a pretty middle position in terms of a little further back from the front of the board, but also
I'm gonna go with rank here first, actually.
pretty middle ground of the map. Rank here looking like he's almost mirroring the position of a little further, slightly further back, but pretty close to a
Jorana,
mirror.
I'll put right here.
Jorana staying a little bit back there.
Arlo will be second.
All right. So yep, looks like Priest is going in the order. Probably he's placed his characters already, so going
All right.
strong damage with healing at the end.
Avalum, I guess I will put
So he has no
there.
intent on hiding his strategy from his opponent here. Versus Code trying to throws Priest off, but doesn't seem like it's really affecting him. Juliet staying back, staying on top of that blessed position, so she'll increase her chance even more. But she does have Icy Wind, so
Tarim can go
unless
right
she gets
there.
a good lineup, then it won't really matter too much for her because she already gets blessed. And we got Tarim all the way in the back, trying to
Jade
be a
right
little
there,
bit
so Flank's
defending.
gonna sit there and say that's a bad idea.
Horrible idea, just horrible.
I can see the commentary already.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys ready?
Yep.
There you go. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Cedric will
So the only character that's pretty close
go
looks
right
like the
there,
Minotaur.
and
So he's
he'll
gonna have to
go ahead and do
get right.
Moonlight Rage.
Yep, that's a good choice there, making his opponent exposed. It is used once though. That's a hit.
Oh.
Hit?
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yep.
Yep.
And so he takes 11 and 4 from the passive, and he becomes exposed.
Yep. So total 15.
Going to. Is that it?
Yep.
Wait a second. Looks
Yep.
like I don't think this was placed right. He's at 65. So that's 10. That's 11. So there should be 4 more. So he should be at 50.
My bad. Alrighty.
So good, decent hit
Going
there.
to start
So
off.
Cedric will ramp up in damage as
Mark of Death.
a ramp up as
Andrana.
oh, going with the Mark of Death already. And doesn't seem like an interrupt's being called, so he's going for it. 11.
All right.
That's a hit. A good strong hit right there against Toronto.
She
1,
takes
2,
25.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, she's in range.
She gets marked.
So now she's going to be hurting pretty hard already. Or down at 45. Good chunk of her health out of the way.
Jorana will She's gonna go down here and
So
she'll do lightning reflexes.
So Jirana's already marked for death, which means if she does attack Rankier at all, then she will incite his Circle of Retribution, which will do damage to her. That's a hit.
All right.
So that's going to be
Hit.
16
Yep,
damage
so
there.
Morlo takes 16.
And
Good strong hit there from both sides. Quickly blown through. Two pretty decent. I'd say, the strongest damage dealer on Code's side is his Minotaur versus the strongest character on. Well, it's hard to say exactly. Averlum can do quite a bit, so can
so
Cedric.
I'm going to start Merlo with Reckless Blow on
All right.
Jorah.
Okay, so taking the 3
Yep.
damage.
So that's a miss. So it's just 5.
So you missed the strike there.
Yep.
All right, I moved her token.
And then I'm gonna sidestep 1. And
All
that's it.
right. Avalon's gonna go
So I believe Priest did miss
right there,
using
and he'll do magic missile
lightning reflexes at the
on
start
Morlo.
of his turn.
All right. Morlo takes 10. And 4 from the passive. And Jade will take 3. And so we'll rank here.
Alright, so Arcane Blast, good way to spread out a bunch of additional damage using Averlum's long range and pretty good ability there. So that's good hit for Priest. Quick
Alright.
question, it looks like there might have been a mistake here. This should be on Jirana.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Yep.
Here, make a basic attack every round.
I mean, if you want to give it to him, I mean, that's up to you.
Nah.
Alright. Go ahead.
Let's see.
Juliet here. Already quite a bit of damage taken for the Minotaur. Rest of the characters. So
I
Dragon
am
Avenger's
going
up a
to
little
do.
bit. Juliet full health. Jade a little bit lower.
So I am 8 squares away. So I am going to focus using Juliet and do Frost Hurricane on Avalon.
Okay.
Yep, right at the edge. Frost Hurricane, and that's a hit.
Hit.
So that's going to be a
So
pretty
that's
massive amount of damage. 26 damage.
Right.
Should be 26.
26, because I can
Yeah.
totally math.
This Vegas share?
I'm reading the
Double check our numbers.
Yeah, I've got them flipped. I got the 5 and the 4 mixed. I thought it was
In
5.
the last match, someone said that one of the passes was called out, but they didn't. I was moving people's tokens, And I didn't hear them, and so they said that didn't get called out, but just making sure we're all in the same numbers.
He gets the permanent, and that's it.
All right.
So Frost Hurricane, great way to do even more damage to your opponent and throw them a little off
Tyrim
place.
will.
Averlum, maybe not necessarily the best target for that because he's usually going to be staying in the back, but still not a bad idea. As much as you can get down from your opponent shooter, trying to take them out of the match as quick as possible can be a really good
He's
strategy.
gonna do Sacred Flame on Morlo.
All right, so Sacred Flame there. Get some healing back. Nat
I don't
20.
miss.
Wow, Nat 20. All right.
All right. So 11 on Morlo.
Oh, Merlot is really
And
hurting now. He's almost knocked out here. He
gonna heal Avalon 8.
might not be, well, it's probably too late for this now, but it does need to go back since it's used once.
And I'll oh lordy.
So there is no temporary effect, so he
I
can't remove
guess
any of
that's it
those.
because everyone else is full and Girona can't heal.
Hmm.
Right, or am I missing something?
Um, let's see, Avalon, you already healed him, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And
Girona
Girona,
can't heal, and everyone else
why can't she heal?
doesn't she have
Mark of Death doesn't prevent healing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I'll heal her then. All right.
So potentially getting his moves mixed up with like Evil Sword from
Okay. Jade's
Nacrol, who
turn. I'm gonna
prevents
do
healing.
Angelic Voice,
All right, Angelic Voice.
targeting Avalon.
So Code really trying to focus down Avalon at this point. That's a hit.
Yep.
7 damage. Um, gonna not use Hope, but give him Morlock 6 healing. So it puts on 12. And I'm gonna put the hope that he survives another turn and put the hasten on Merlo.
All right, so Jade
And
trying to do what she can, get the Minotaur
he can
back up,
move
but he's
5.
already pretty
So
low.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it.
All right, so we're back at the top
Okay.
next round.
Cedric will go right here and just use Moonlight Rage again
So Cedric, while pretty high
on
damage,
Morlo.
brute character, he really shines once he gets into that 35, but currently he is
2.
sitting at full health.
So just 5.
So won't be able to really utilize that
And
until
that's
later in
me.
the game.
Gonna use a heroic action.
All right, heroic action.
Heroic inspiration.
All right. So what effect are you transferring?
Lightning reflexes.
Okay.
Nice.
to Merlo. And then I'm going to make him gain 16.
So Code really trying to buff up Merlot as
Puts him
much as
at
possible.
27 plus 16.
Not necessarily a bad idea, although he is still pretty close in the
23.
danger zone area. But getting that lightning reflexes will help his damage
And
potential
then,
even
let's
more.
see. I'm going to rank here, can move 5, so. Well, 1, 2,
Right
3,
now,
4, 5.
priest characters in the back lines could be spread
And
out a
that's
little
it.
bit more, trying to get focus for his
All
ranged
right.
characters, like Juliet can do, or even Jade can potentially
Jirana's gonna
if in the right
use
spot.
Thunderous Charge. And go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's see, you can move up
Same
to 8
direction.
squares in a single direction.
Oh, a single direction.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Which I think technically it would still be a single direction, just diagonally. But it doesn't
Right.
matter, right? It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Um.
You wouldn't get that. I
Right.
assume you're trying to get that +4 movement or
Yeah.
whatever, but
Can I retroactively step back one and then do it?
yes. Yeah, we'll
Okay.
let you.
Okay. All right.
So I'm assuming you're
So
stepping, well, actually, you were here, so stepping 2 back.
yeah, stepping back and then moving forward to that.
Yep.
Okay. Really trying to maximize that damage potential. Very good plan there. And that will be a hit.
All right. So 22 plus 4.
So that will kill the Minotaur. So already one character down for Code. And Priest, his closest character is Avalum, so he's still feeling pretty healthy. Girana is a little bit down, a little lower in health, but not horribly. But losing one of his strong damage characters right there at the beginning, losing that lightning reflexes, is a pretty big loss.
So, Juliet's turn. Juliet is going to
So
focus
Priest has been rolling really well
and
tonight.
use
Already getting one crit already.
Icy Wind.
All right. So
Avalon.
So if you use that from that position, then you'd be technically um, taking three damage.
Right.
Even though Icy Wind already gives you the blessed condition,
Mhm.
at least according to the rules, that if you're on that spot and you do a primary attack, you would
Yeah.
take the 3 damage.
So instead of being focused, I'll just move one.
All right. Trying to save as much health as possible.
All right.
And he still got it.
First one's a hit.
And second is a hit.
So both hit. So
So he
that'd be
should
18
be,
damage to Avalon.
yep, should be doing 18 damage.
All right.
It's a good hard hit there. I think he was at 32, so he should be at 14. Avalon definitely now
All
in the
right.
danger zone. He also does have Frost Hurricane still on him. So at the end of his turn, he will take that damage and be moved.
I will have Avalon I will have him stay where he's at, and he'll use magic missile on Juliet.
Okay, so he's doing some fire back at Juliet. Shooter on shooter here. Another natural 20.
Nice.
Wow. So he is rolling really well
All
tonight.
right. So 15 and then 19 for accuracy.
Huge
19.
hit there for Avalon. Juliet just taking a beating, so she's going to be at 36. Wow. That's
All right.
he's been getting very
I
lucky.
can move him because I'm
Yeah.
closer. It's gonna move him back when he takes 4.
And he takes 4.
And it seems Priest may have forgotten the
Okay.
effect of magic missile
Um,
and didn't do that additional damage out. So that could be well, yeah, 6 damage. Well, it looks like he could only get Rankier and not Jade, so he's missing out on 3 there. So Jade's turn.
I'm going to use Heroic Melody, targeting Avalon.
All right.
Alright, so he's going to try to do some damage, make somebody empowered, and be able to move his allies up to 2 squares. 8, that's a hit.
All right.
So that will be enough
He
to
did.
kill Avalon.
And then can move. Alien Rage is empowered, so I'm gonna give Rankier the empowered. And
Wait a second, I just noticed something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You actually do not have range on Avalon.
oops.
Whoopsies.
I'll take the bath.
You gonna take it?
Yep.
Okay.
Take that, Bath.
Alright, so Jade takes 4.
And then
So it did seem like quite a bit of a stretch to get all out here. Had Juliet
and then,
or Avalon get moved up instead of back, he still would have had to jump in the lava. It looks like
that's
but
1, 2, 3.
slightly out of
Juliet,
position.
4 for hope.
Alright, getting some extra healing out with Jade's
And
passive.
can move any number of allies within range. 1, 2.
It's gonna get to move people around here.
That's it.
All right. Tarim will.
So Tarim could have did an interrupt at any point in here. So far, he hasn't yet.
Tarim's gonna Sacred Flame on Jade.
Okay, so he's getting some more healing to his team, attacking Jade, and that's a
All
miss.
right. So just 5.
Yeah, he is within range on this one, so that will be it for Tarim.
And I'll just move him right here.
Okay.
Staying right against that edge. Not horrible position from right now, but with Rankier coming in close, he could kind of lock him in. Basically, Rankier just has to stand
Rankier's turn.
right in a square above him, and he can cause Tarim not to be able to get away with that decided reaction tag if
I'm
he
gonna
stands right there.
use focusing. I'm gonna use Life Explosion.
All right, so getting that resurrection back. believe you cannot focus because of Tarim here.
Right. Too close. So I'm still just gonna do Life Explosion and just not focusing.
Alright. He only has to be a 6 anyway, so it's pretty
Hit.
good chance he could hit it, which he did. Alright, so that will bring the Minotaur back to life with 25 hit points and no specials.
Then 5 squares, so
So there's actually a really good spot he could put Minotaur right now, which is that spot I just was explaining, and lock
then
in,
Ranky's gonna move
which he can still essentially accomplish the same thing,
30.
and he just did it. Alright. So now Tarim is in big trouble.
And that's it.
He's mobbed, and
Alright.
he will not be able to move without inciting a reaction attack.
We'll have Cedric move right here and roll for Moonlight Rage on Jade.
Alright, so going with Moonlight Rage. Still no extra bonuses, and he did not,
Alright.
not need any help
So she takes 15 and is exposed.
So even though Cedric
48,
is
so
not,
should be
doing as much damage as he could potentially, he's still doing pretty decent. I mean, getting a 15 damage is pretty strong, even just for primary attacks.
Merlot's turn.
So Code has all
He
4 of his
is
heroes alive
just
now,
going
and
to do.
Priest is down by 1.
Okay, put his
It's
token
definitely
back.
not over
Whoops.
yet. He's at 25.
Yep. He is just gonna do Reckless Blow on Tamram because he's exposed. So he'll take 3. 1, 2, 3.
Alright, so taking a little extra damage there.
Oops. Gotta load it first before you shoot it.
Almost.
That's usually a good plan.
So that's 16 damage.
Oh man, a 19. Oh, you're
Yeah.
one off. One off from that
Mhm.
plus 10. So Minotaur and Jade are usually a good
You said
combination.
15 or 16?
16.
Okay.
Because heroic
That's it.
melody, or no, angelic voice will increase
Okay.
the crits for 17 and more. So if she can get that on top of the Minotaur and he uses reckless blow, it's a pretty strong combination there.
Guess.
So both of Jorana's specials are down, so she's gonna have to use some primaries or heroic action.
She's going to go right here. And I will have her do Dance of Steel.
Alright, so interesting choice. Going with the Dance of Steel there.
On rank here. Alright.
So Dance of
Hit.
Steel. Take that 8 damage,
So
and
rank
then
here
another enemy
takes
within
8,
there would
and
take 3 more damage.
I can have Morlo take 3.
But technically, Jorana has incited or has took damage from Mark of
Marlo
Death.
takes 3.
Yep.
1, 2,
If Code
3.
remembers. So usually I try not to mention passes or anything unless it's or effects unless it's something that is put on a different character, because it's a lot easier to forget those ones when it's put on like a different character. So technically you are supposed to take 4 damage from Mark of Death.
Mm-hmm.
definitely want to try to remember that one in the future too.
Um. uh,
Juliet's here. She does still have Blizzard
I am
available.
going to.
Currently, let's see. There doesn't seem to be anybody that's lined up. So Icy Wind could be a good option as well. Or she could move into position to be able to hit all three characters and divide that 25 damage up.
Going to use.
Now they all
focusing
pretty full health,
Blizzard.
so they don't really need to change it all up either, because they still have pretty significant amount of
So
health.
my
But
first target will be Tamra.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's within range.
Again, I need to learn how to load it first.
And that looks like it'll be a hit.
All right.
It's a hit.
Second target, Toronto.
So he can figure out how much damage he wants to assign to the different characters once he's hit in both, which he did.
Hit.
And then Cedric is
1,
in
2,
range.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, they're all within range, so he's really going to try to pass out the damage however he sees fit, which he'll be able to do.
Nice.
All three hit. All right.
I am going to. Let's see.
So normally Blizzard is one of those types of abilities you want to use once your enemies have gotten pretty much in this low red area, at least 1 or 2 guys,
I'm gonna
because you can start passing out that
hit
damage
Tamra
individually to
with
each one.
Toronto's at 40. Give Toronto 20 damage. And Tamram's, because he was hit first, will take 4 from accuracy, but he's going to take the other 5, so 9 to Tamram.
Nice.
All right, so good strong hit there. He didn't really need
I'm
to
going to
hit
use
against
a heroic
Cedric.
action. I'm going to do heroic ambush and put Tarim right here and do 20 to Morlo.
Ooh, so this is gonna kill Merlo right there. Unfortunately, the Minotaur is down for the count a second time.
And then I can still move Tarim, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just put him right here.
So one hero down on each side. Currently, Jirana is in the 20 health zone. Jade's starting to get a little low. Tarim's starting to get a little low. Juliet, only a little bit down, but she has taken some
My turn.
hurt. Versus Cedric
so
and Renki are still sitting relatively
I
high.
am going to take
So this is
the reaction
still
attack
anyone's
because I'm
game.
going to use Angelic Voice on
I assume for doing a ranged attack, right?
yeah.
Okay, so roll the reaction attack, priest. It's a hit. Priest definitely not missing anything, which is pretty lucky. Although I think most players have done pretty well. I think Code's only missed
2, 3.
maybe one. Yeah, I think only one has gotten missed.
2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So she's gonna do angelic voice on Cedric right in front of her.
Okay.
Eight.
All right.
That's a hit.
So Cedric takes 7.
Yep. I'm gonna give Rankier hope for 4, 3, 4, and then I'm gonna give the 6 to herself. She'll be at 32, and then I'll move. One, 2, 3, 4.
Jade definitely wants to be careful with her position here. She moves too close to Juliet. She could be AoE'd with Whirling Strike from
1,
Girana,
2, 3.
or she gets too close to lava. She could get thrown back
So,
into the lava too.
and that's it.
All right. Um,
Alright, so Heroic Melody was placed on rank here.
guess I'm gonna have Cedric go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh,
I think you placed the wrong card code. Yeah. Or maybe it was on purpose and this
Yeah.
was all part of the plan.
Nope.
Alright, go ahead, Priest.
Cedric's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and
Oh, special's down, so unfortunately he won't be able to do any of his
he'll do
strong hits.
Death
But
Claws on Jade.
Sure.
alright, interesting. So he's going a little higher damage there. That's a hit.
All right. So she takes 12.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8.
So he should trigger
10,
brutality as well
12.
due to his position, but I think he might miss that extra 4.
Alrighty. Frankier's turn.
Alright, so we got Dragon Avenger back up. Life
I am just
Explosion
gonna
has
use my
been
other
consumed,
heroic
so yeah,
action.
both of his specials are down. Oh, we got another heroic
All
action
right.
here.
So I'm literally just gonna move him 1 space next to Tirana.
Boom. Killing Durana with
Oh,
that
yeah.
20 damage.
Ambush is a good one.
Yep, Ambush, very popular special
Can
attack.
still move.
Or
So.
special, I'm sorry, heroic action. So he does has some movement. He could potentially move back, try to help out his range characters, or move up on top of Tarim.
2, 3.
Try to prevent some focused attacks from Tarim. All right, so now we got 2 heroes down for Priest, and 1 hero down for Code. Jade is getting pretty low. Tarim is a little low here. He's at 35.
All right. Tarim's just gonna sidestep and just do a little Sacred Flame on Rank here.
Sure.
Extra additional healing back. So currently this has definitely been a really focused damage
right.
fight. There hasn't been a lot of
So
effects
Rank here
applied.
takes 6.
A lot of either direct healing
And
or
I'll
just pure
heal
damage.
Tarim 8.
But not a lot of other effects for removing effects or placing a lot of other effects at this point. of the game, so it's kind of a good old-fashioned beatdown, really. So
Right.
Cedric here.
And yeah, never mind.
No, you got something else?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
Cedric
Just wanna
here
make
No,
coming
I
up,
made a
be
mistake.
able to do
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
all good.
be able to do a special attack on his turn.
Let's see.
Juliet. I mean, her potentially best chance here is trying to
Let's see.
move out and away, and
So circle retrib. So you're supposed to take 4 from circle.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. Okay.
so Code calling the Rankier's Circle of Retribution, which he did forget about until basically Priest reminded him without intending to.
So 1, 2.
I didn't even
3,
notice it either. It's always possible to
4,
easily miss those
5.
passives, especially
And do
circles.
Icy Wind onto Cedric.
All right.
All right.
So blessed roll here against Cedric. We'll start getting closer to his 35 hit point
Okay.
area. So that's 1.
So
That's a hit.
Well,
He's
I get
got to
to do
roll
it.
both, yeah. And looks like it's a miss.
Yeah, so that's just going to be 15 damage because of accuracy.
But not getting that 18. Missing that little +3 bonus, which is unfortunate.
all right.
So Cedric here with the potential to knock Jade out immediately with one of his specials.
I'm just gonna have Cedric do Moonlight Rage on
All right.
Jade.
So unless he gets a crit, he will not be able to kill Jade on this turn. So he is taking a risk here. Especially since Jade is next. That will be a hit.
All right. So
Keeping Jade permanently
15.
hurt. Or permanently exposed. So now it's Jade's turn. She's close to getting knocked out. It is getting a little more tough for Code because he's going to see Cedric a lot more. He's going to start seeing Tarim a lot more. He's getting a lot more heals and a lot more damage, which is not a good combination you want to see near the mid to late game. Alright, so Jade here. She currently hasn't spent either of her specials. She's at 5 health. This is probably the last chance she's going to get to use these.
1.
She might want to get that Inspire Greatness off on
And
somebody.
Inspire Greatness. Targeting Cedric.
Getting that
All right.
permanent effect. Or the other opportunity could have been trying to regain some health and
my dice go?
And getting a spent special attack back. But I think he's really trying to focus.
That's a good question.
I think it probably fell off the table somehow.
Oh man, how'd you lose your dice, Code?
I don't know.
Cheesy wheezy. This is
just make a copy of mine.
This is what, yeah. This is why we can't take you anywhere, Code.
Nope.
All right, there you go. Hopefully that helps with your rolls. Oh, you loaded the token.
Oh boy, what the heck?
that's a hit.
18.
That will be
Okay.
18 damage
So
there
that's
to
18 damage to Cedric.
Cedric, so that will put him in his additional damage position. So that can be bad here.
Now he's in the danger zone.
But he is getting low, so if he can get focused down really hard, then
And I can apply.
won't be too much more. So he does get to apply any kind of effect. Blessed may not be.
One helpful condition.
May not
So
be the
I'm gonna
best one,
give
especially for Rankier, but and Juliet both would have pretty good
Juliet.
chances. This Blessed is usually the go-to
Protected.
for a lot of people, but yep, protected status, that is a good choice there. So I'm going to pull out a token to help us remember that.
All right.
Now she's
Is
got
that it?
9 defense,
Yep.
so that will help her a
All
little
right.
bit more.
I'm going to do a heroic action. I'm going to do heroic absorption. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna take away Requiem of Spirit and also kill her. Jade.
All right, so that will knock Jade out of the game. So it was good that she's able to get that last special attack off before she went down.
And then Taram's just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Priest here really fighting to as much as he can,
That's
taking
it.
out the healer on the enemy team. So it's still pretty close to anybody's game.
Here's gonna go 1, 2, 3.
He does have
4,
range to do a range to attack, so he can still do
5,
Dragon Blood.
and do Dragon Blood.
Okay.
Tamra.
I found your dice.
Surprise!
Oh man.
We'll throw that over there.
What happened to the other token?
I don't know.
Just like disappeared.
Things just fall through tables now. I don't understand.
So Taram takes 11.
I get the roll again. He's blessed.
Oh.
50.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah. Gotta maybe get that crit.
Always gotta try.
Almost.
Oh, that doesn't. So 11 damage.
All right.
So unfortunately, I believe he doesn't get that condition or that effect of the 18, which would have been a crit. Let's see. I just want to double check that. So I think it ended.
That ended already because he
Yeah, if the
just.
target dies of effect, the effect ends. Okay. Wait, no, it says the target of the effect dies, the effect ends. If the owner of the attack card dies, the effect remains active until the turn that would belong to such owner if alive starts. So yeah,
But
technically you still do get that.
my last attack was Inspire Greatness. That was old.
Oh yeah, yep, you're right. So it should have already been gone.
Yeah.
All right.
Should.
All right.
Did you already do the damage for Rankier's hit?
You did.
Yeah, I moved Taram's.
Okay. And then
So
yeah.
all right, Cedric then. He's gonna go
Code's not putting
1,
his
2, step on
effect
Jade,
on.
3,
He
4.
should. So now this is where
And
Cedric's
he's just
gonna
gonna throw a
start
Moonlight
be able to
Rage
start doing some hard hits
at
here,
Juliet.
especially if he does get a hit. So gonna be a little bit harder now. She's at 9, but not super. That's a miss.
Yep. So just 5.
So getting that protected status just saved Juliet a huge hit. If he would have hit, that would have been 22 damage
I think it's Juliet's
for
turn now.
primary. That would be
Rankier just went.
Mm-hmm.
very hard hit.
And
Still very close game. Cedric getting
going
low.
to.
Tarum very low. Juliet's still high. Rankier is still
I'm
high.
just
So
gonna take the reaction attack and move. So
okay,
you can roll.
go ahead,
Yep.
please. So Code is ahead right now.
All right.
Not by a lot.
So that's 8.
Um, especially taking that reaction attack. That's lowering
1,
his
2,
lead, but he's moving
3,
back.
4, 5.
Trying to make sure to get into a better position. So he doesn't have any specials up.
And
His
I'm gonna do
best chance
icy
really is
wind
Icy Wind. Try to keep maximizing his chance to hit, this is what really Julia
on
excels in.
Cedric.
Doing a lot of damage to a single target and increasing her chance to hit at the same time. That's a hit.
All right. Hit.
Second roll.
And that's
Second one's a miss.
yep, that's a miss.
All right.
Just he's 5
So
away,
that's
at least 5
still
away, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So
that's still
that
15
is
damage.
15 damage to Cedric.
So Cedric definitely get a lot lower now, down to 10 health.
All right. Tarum.
Tarum still hasn't used either of his specials yet,
He
so
will.
he could really come back here, but he needs to get into a much better spot if he wants to do this, because currently he's not even really able to make a interrupt unless it's
He's gonna go
or unless it's
1, 2,
rankier.
3, 4,
Oh,
5,
interesting.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So he'd just rather get out away from the Dragon Avenger. This is definitely a good plan, trying to put all of his focus on doing as much damage as possible with Cedric. So since his special is up, he has the potential to knock out Juliet
1,
here in
2,
one hit.
3, 4 to go through the portal. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right here.
So the Dragon Avenger just chasing after Tarum.
And that's it.
And
All right.
so this is
Um,
probably not a good idea.
Cedric's just gonna go 1,
Cedric will
2,
just be
3,
able to move up
4,
now, use a special,
and he will.
knock out Juliet, and then leave Rankier by himself.
He'll do Bestial Fury.
Okay. So he's using Bestial Fury. I mean, either. See if you have 24, the target plays 12. Yeah, so either one will kill him. Maybe not the best choice.
All
but
right, and I strike twice, so I'll roll again.
Yep.
24.
First one was a hit, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So technically he didn't need it because he already procs his passive.
Ooh.
And it doesn't matter.
That's okay.
It's still enough.
So just 24.
Okay.
Oh, is he not going to count the
She's at
brutality? This
3.
could be it.
But also +4 because of the passive.
Oh, and he got it. Julia is defeated, and I think this is it, guys. I think
All right,
Priest
that's
is
me.
going to be able to pull this one out with Cedric
Okay.
in a good position, but especially with Rankier being outer position. Still a lot more damage to go on Tarum, but we'll see how it goes. It's a very close game. You guys feel there's a class team should
I'm
always
gonna
have?
attack Tamram
Not
with Searing
necessarily,
Vengeance.
but I always do suggest,
All right.
especially for new players, usually trying to bring a core class. So I consider those a shooter, a brute, or a healer.
He takes 10 because of Searing Vengeance residual.
Yep, that's correct.
Right. Okay.
18. Yep.
And that's it.
All right.
So 3 heroes down for Code, 2 down for Priest. Now Tarum is kind of slowed down. He
I
either needs to
will
take some
sidestep
reaction attacks,
right
or
here, as one
he's not going to be
does,
able to move around a lot, but he can still
and
make
I will
attacks
Sacred
back
Flame
and just try to
onto
keep those
Rankier.
heals up,
Sure.
which is definitely not a bad idea. Continue to wear
Move that die out
Rankier
of the
down.
way and fire.
Just wear him down until
All right. So Rankier takes 6.
Cedric can arrive to help
You
him
take
out.
4.
Yep.
But
And I will.
Tarum does have both of his specials still
I'll
up,
heal Tarum for
and
8.
one more special for Cedric.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Tarum there getting healed back up. Problem with just Rankier left on the battlefield, he's not going to do a ton of damage.
All right, that's me.
He's consistent damage, but he's not high damage, and especially already losing Mark of Death. He's not. He'll be able to slowly whittle them down, but he's not going to be able to do massive hits like Cedric can.
Do Searing Vengeance again.
So Code really trying to maximize his damage as much as possible. He doesn't even want to risk his Dragon Blood, which is 1 more damage. Trying to make his enemy cursed, which he does successfully do.
11.
11, and he's cursed.
So now,
Okay. And Cedric will.
Cedric's gonna come over.
So
It's
1,
still
2, 3,
very close game, guys.
4, 5, 6.
He's just a little short. Cedric doesn't
And
have the
1,
range
2,
to be able to get
3.
all the way there.
Well, he's gonna be right here actually.
There you go. That's a much better position to be in if he's going to do it.
Okay.
So Cedric not able to make his turn, but he is in position to start doing some massive damage to Rankier. So Rankier might want to just take out Cedric now. This is his opportunity to stop that huge damage.
Dragon Blood on Tamram.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, Tamram is actually about to be knocked out as well, so either is a good option. This would be Priest's last time to interrupt, and he did not call it. And he's dead.
Right.
That's it. Tarum is knocked
That's
out.
what matters.
Good boy.
And that was a huge miss by Priest. He actually had a little bit of the upper hand there with that interrupt, but he did not do it.
So your turn.
All right.
And this could cost him the game because the Dragon Avenger just
I'm
has
just
to
gonna
make one more hit to
go
knock
for
out Cedric.
Bloodthirst on Rankier.
So he's going to use his last special here, try to do as much damage as possible. Cedric can do quite a bit. Will it be enough? And that's a miss.
Oh my!
So that's 15
That's
residual.
okay.
It's a huge
All
miss
right.
there, but to answer your question real quick earlier,
All
yeah,
right.
there's not
I'm
as
just gonna do
a
Dragon
single
Blood.
class you
Take
should
2
always
shots at
have.
this.
Yep.
All right, this is it. Dragon Blood, his last chance
Statistically
to do it.
speaking.
His statistical best chance of winning this, and
Yep.
that's it.
All right.
All right.
There it
That's
is.
it.
GG.
GG's.
Good game.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
We even beat it before the hour. You guys were flying through
Yeah,
that
we
game.
were
Holy
really
crap.
we're like a well-oiled
Oiled
machine.
machine.
Oh my god. That game was getting so exciting for the end. Oh my
Yep.
god. I
Yeah,
was
that was
just
a
like,
really
I
exciting
can't wait to
one.
see what happens.
Yeah.
So
No, that was a great one.
so I don't know if you noticed this, Priest, but you definitely had the upper hand at the end.
With
So
getting
one thing is Taram had his interrupts still
Yeah.
available.
I was
You
waiting for
could have
that.
you could have interrupted that final strike on
Yeah, I wanted to try and do a thing. Didn't happen though.
I mean, his interrupt is actually one of it, in my opinion, is one of the weaker interrupts in the game. But and
Actually,
then Divine Grace never actually got used either, which would
Yeah,
have
I was
been
gonna try and get that out.
which I mean the time before last, I think you were standing maybe like one more off or somewhere about there. You did another Sacred Flame, but you easily could have decided to do, Divine Grace on Cedric and basically
Hmm.
put him into a place where he could have powered down Rankier pretty easily by himself. Cedric is so unbelievably powerful once he gets into below that
Oh
35
yeah.
hit point threshold that even by himself he would have
Mhm.
taken Rankier in like maybe 2 turns.
Yeah, I think my roommate was playing Rankier or Cedric one time, and he got like a hit of like 50 points of damage in one move. It was crazy, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, another thing, you had a lot of opportunities to use like Bloodthirst or Bestial Fury, and just went like with Moonlight Rage. I guess I was actually mostly surprised that you used Bestial Fury. I mean, I guess it didn't really matter that much. Maybe you were trying to increase your chance of hitting,
Hmm.
because even without making that second strike, you always had, the damage, right?
Oh yeah.
Because of brutality and that effect on there. But I thought you were going to use Bloodthirst so that way you could set yourself up for fighting against Rankier at the end.
Yeah, I wanted to go for the double hits.
Yeah, try to increase that chance to really make the
Hmm.
hit.
Yep. Yeah, I
Oh
remember.
man,
No, that was a good fight.
my heart is racing. I'm not gonna lie.
that was exciting, so
Yeah, that was a
exciting.
fun one.
And Jade getting off a final Inspire Greatness before she went down, which did actually turn out being very beneficial because Juliet would have been knocked out a turn earlier had she not had Inspire Greatness. So that was definitely big play for her to get that. Um, yeah, anyway, just amazing game all around. Thanks, guys, for playing. Thanks, everyone, for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe on Twitch and YouTube. I dual stream whenever I do any of my content now to try to, get as many viewers as possible. So that would really help me out if you have the time to do that. And then, anyway, so next week is our finals, and I will announce that here, which I've already figured out what it is since I wanted to plan for this. So the finals with Code going 3-0, he will be well, and just to start off, Code, you were already set up into a place that whether you won this or you lost this, you were going into the first or second place match. It just depended on what seed you were going to be. So you were already in a good place to begin with. So since Code won, that means that he will be facing off against Taishin in the first and second place match, and Priest will be facing off against Wonder Kiss for the third and fourth place match. So both of those will happen next week, March 20th. I believe 4 p.m. I'll let everyone know through Discord or my other social media if any of that changes, but that is the plan right now. There will be a short intermission between the games, so if you do happen to be between that moment and don't see anything going on, that's what it is. We're taking a quick break. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for playing. Hope you had a good
Oh
time.
yeah. Thanks for the excellent match code. It was a fun one.
Yeah. All right.
GG's.
Oh
That was
yeah.
another fun one.
Always. We got to get a quick table flip though.
Always.
Everyone always wants the table flip. All right, we'll do it.
Yeah,
We'll
you
do a
can't end a
table flip
game
on this
on
one.
TTS without table flipping. There we go.
Oh man, there it goes. And that's it for the stream today.